Today's lesson is on writing and solving proportions and to use a unit rate to write an equation. A couple of vocabulary terms I want to go over is what proportion is and what a cross product is. So with a cross product, we have when you multiply across. So I have 6/8 is the same as 3/4, and then I would have 6 times 4 to equal 24, and then 8 times 3 also equals 24. A proportion is an equation stating that two ratios or rates are equivalent. So we have 6/8 is equal to 3/4, or in this case A over B is equal to C over D, where B is not equal to 0 and D is also not equal to 0. So our first problem says after 2 hours the air temperature had risen 7 degrees Fahrenheit. Write and solve a proportion to find the amount of time it will take at this rate for the temperature to rise an additional 13 degrees Fahrenheit. So step 1 is to write a proportion. We're going to let T represent the time in hours. So we have temperature on top, so 7 over 2, because it was 2 hours, is equal to 13, because that was the temperature that we were searching for. And we want to know how long it takes to get to 13. So we put T on the bottom. Then we're going to find the cross products, which is what we did just on that previous slide. So we have 7 times T equals 2 times 13. And then we're going to multiply. So we have 7T is equal to 26. And then we're going to divide both sides by 7. 7 divided by 7 is going to be 1. 26 divided by 7 is going to be 3.7 after you round. So T is roughly 3.7 hours to rise an additional 13 degrees Fahrenheit. If the ratio of type O to non-type O donors at a blood drive was 37 to 43, how many donors would be type O out of 300 donors? So we're going to write 37 over 37 plus 43, or you could write it as 37 over 80, because 37 plus 43 is 80. And then we're going to write a proportion. So let T represent the number of type O donors. We've got type O donors on the top, 37, over total donors, 80, is equal to T, because we don't know how many type O donors, out of 300. So we get the cross products, so 37 times 300 is equal to 80 times T. Then we're going to multiply, so we have 11,100 is equal to 80T. We'll divide by 80 on both sides, and we're going to have 138.75 is equal to T, so there would be about 139 type O donors.